Hello everybody, Realm Builder Guy here, and welcome back to the channel. And yeah, we are on the precipice. We are on the edge here with Westar 4 because in the last episode, of course, we got that, the somber news that the truly great High Chieftain Ipedu Ibn Gelgel of Westar 4 is looking at the final year of his life. And what this will mean is a clear dissolution of the realm. It will split yet again amongst the different family members that look to inherit different regions. And that's just the way it is. That is simply what we have to deal with as long as we are still in a tribal government form, and we can't reform to advance our, most important here, our succession laws. I mean, to be able to change to partition, which would already help a lot to change this law, well, we need powerful vassals that support it, which we don't. The hereditary rule innovation isn't there, and I do not have clan or feudal government, missing 454 in prestige. And if we look at the cultural innovations, what we are clearly missing here is the hereditary rule, which is blocked for tribal governments. So at this point, there is really not much we can do. So we're just going to have to unpause the game and let things tick. So Asha can be imprisoned. We do have somebody we can ransom for 25 gold, which we will do. We can create a number of titles, which we will not at this point, even though it'll help us with procedures. No point. While performing her duties as my spy master, Maranya has uncovered a secret held by my stepdaughter Asha. She has secretly taken my vassal chieftain Hazabala as a lover. That is good to know. Okay, so I think we also have low county control in a number of areas. The existence of my plot to murder Countess Asli has been discovered. While my involvement is not yet known, this will make it a lot more difficult to bring my plans to fruition. That's not good. Curses. Okay, so let's quickly look and see how we're looking here. Yeah, we're still working on building control at Kordofan, so we're not going to mess with that at this time. Yeah, we're just waiting for the inevitable, and what will happen, of course, is that everything will fall apart within a year. I mean, we right now have the truce with Elodia, so nothing really can be done there. So let's take a look at Kimzir once more. Our 13-year-old great-granddaughter, who is the heir. She is reclusive, she is melancholic, curious, paranoid, and compassionate. So a reclusive, melancholic, paranoid person who's compassionate. This could be a difficult one to move forward with. Anyway, there are a few things I enjoy more than Maj's company. Her company on my walk through the countryside truly eased my troubled mind, even though I was the one who had to take initiative for the activity. Come on, go, walk with me. After this short break, I was once again ready to take on my duties. I'm lucky to have a friend like Maj. You're always so good to me. Always so good to me, Maj. Especially in these last months of my life. So, do we expand even further? Take on another war goal? Or not? Unbeliever. While performing her duties as my spy master, Maranya has uncovered a secret held by my son-in-law, Nalewe. It seems as if he might be starting to see the truth of the false god Wak. Of course, his fellow Wakists are unlikely to be understanding as me, a sign of a weak soul. Okay, so they are currently allied with us. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Just realize that. Kassala. This could be one to expand into. Abyssinia. How powerful is actually Abyssinia? Pretty powerful. Pretty strong, actually. Wileg. This would be a quick and easy war. Damot as well. The problem, of course, even if we go against Kadam, which is a war that we'll most likely win, their allies aren't overly strong. So we could try to do some expansive wars to further the cause of West Darfur, but I don't think that will work. All right, here we go. We will not stand for your vile oppression of good Nubian Copts any longer. Our time is now at hand. The state will risk guiding us. We will rise up and free ourselves from your heathen rule. Now, hold on. What if I adopted your ways instead? No. Fine, I have no need of such quarrelsome subjects. No. You want freedom? You shall have it at death. Well, that's annoying. So they get, let's see, the Duchy of Alwa, the County of Kaziro, Chieftain of the Senate. I mean, basically everything we won goes away. And that's not going to happen. And we're not going to convert to Nubian Coptic because we are Daju and Kushite. And that is the whole point of this. So, okay, let's go to war. Let's see how bad this gets militarily. Rally the troops. Raise all of our troops. And greetings. Despite our best efforts, by uncover any secrets. Okay. So this is not going to go well. Sway and opportunity. Yes, I emphasize those shared interests to sway her to our side. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get ahead here and call in some allies. We will call him in. You can usurp the High Chiefdom of Elodia. Usurp that title. We're not going to do that right now. We're dealing with a very large uprising. I have come across a book describing how ancient devotees used trances and visions of ecstasy to commune with Duat. It seems a strange practice in our modern age, but perhaps there is something to be learned from it. I wonder what would happen if I imitate their practices. You test the mystical practices. What do other texts say? Well, let's try to learn more. Okay, so we have our military right now. Let's take a look at this. This is the populist uprising. Could we defeat them? Can we head these guys off at the pass? It's going to be a rather large force. Excellent. Let's see if they will come to join us. Mystical knowledge continues. The more I dig into the ancient texts, the more I discover. Could the mysterious practices of the ancient devotees predate even Kordofan itself? I seem to have stumbled across something remarkable. This is teaching me so much about my faith. Perfect. And we have a new learning lifestyle perk. And Church and State Realm Priest Opinion plus 50. Okay, we've got 2,000 coming in from there. This is a very large army. So let's see. Will they come and aid us? I mean, we don't have the people. Involvement discovered. Damn it. There must be some type of misunderstanding. We need those guys to come in. And need them to get into that neighboring province. If they get there. All right. Now, all of us will converge. No. Yes, come in. Come into this battle. What are you doing? Why are you clicking back and forth? Please come into the battle. Please come into the battle quickly, quickly, quickly. Much quicker. Get there now. Thank you. And the tide of the battle is turning. We just need to outlast them. And there we go. We've got the upper hand now. The rolls are coming in our advantage. We will win this battle, the Battle of Sennar. Now, if our allies had come in a little bit quicker, it would have been better and easier. But be that as it may, we have put down the populist uprising. And perfect. Perfect. That was awesome. And we have died. So we lived long enough now to be able to put down that uprising, and now we've got a lot of stuff to deal with. So let's take a look. High Chieftain Ibedu of West Darfur has crossed the door to the world of spirits at 72 years of age. He died of old age, known to be a respected scholar. He spent most of his days studying in his library, rarely leaving his castle. High Chiefess Kimzir ascends to the throne, merely 13 years old. She will need to rely on the council during her first years of her rule. This will be interesting. Titles lost in succession. So we inherited the Chieftain of Kordofan and the High Chieftain of West Darfur. Titles lost on succession. High Chieftain of Alwa, Chiefess of East Darfur, Emir of Kordofan. And there we go. We had Chieftain Gelgel. He ruled for 12 years. We have 44 years of High Chieftain Ibedu, who I really underestimated. He's done so well. And now High Chiefess Kimzir takes over at 13. New court priest, grandson released. So, yeah, we've lost, of course, some land now, specifically Alwa and Kordofan. So we need to look at retaking all of that. But first, we will look, actually, in our court. We have a number of prisoners. Let's take a look at him. 20 in Marshall. Now, we could ransom him for nothing. We can negotiate his release. Doesn't like us. We will demand conversion and recruit him to our court, because he could actually be quite useful. The Countess Azli, we will gain 50 gold for there. Andreas will get 50 here eventually. We will just go through all of these here really quickly. All right, we will ransom that one. Sergios. Not overly great. What if we execute him? Evil. Well, then we'll release him. He is Coptic and Nubian. We will demand conversion. Let's see. Abram. He would be good. A marshal. So what we will do, we'll demand conversion. We can get a hook. No. He will not. Will we recruit him? Yes, we will recruit him. Umardin. We'll just get a weak hook on him. And then we have Yusuf still, who's pretty good at martial. We'll recruit. Can we convert him and get a weak hook? No, but we could do that. All right, so now let's take a look at Kimzir. High Chiefess Kimzir bint Kithuf. So this is the daughter of Keith. Keith, of course, being one of our Patreon supporters. So, Keith, your heir is at the top here. Your child. She needs a spouse. Nope, a player heir to your dynasty. So this is a problem. So it means the game will be over if we die. So we need a spouse and we need an heir. You are not betrothed. We have empty council positions. So the whole series now hangs in the balance significantly. Okay, we need a new chancellor. So our chancellor, our vassal, we will put her in charge. Then we need a new steward. Chieftain Kimzir, our vassal, we will assign her. Marshal, do we need a new marshal? Eremius, we will assign him as our marshal. We will keep Maranya there. Okay, no player heir. But we need a betrothal. Matrilineal, of course. Felata. Now let me look through these here real quick. So we have our spouse right here. Mamaru Corbo. Mamaru Corbo. He is strong. He is child of concubine. That's fine. He's intelligent, elusive shadow, brave, humble, generous, and he has a lot of claims, including the Duchy of Kibi. He is 22, and it is matrilineal, of course. Of course, we're not going to do anything else, and we actually gain 200 prestige for that betrothal. Fantastic. So, as all of these things kind of tick over here, as we release people and get betrothals done, we can now move forward. You can usurp the High Chieftain. We can inherit a lot of titles. Not endorsed. Powerful vassals expect positions. We can declare a ton of wars. She does not endorse us, so we will work on swaying her. Okay, so what does this effectively mean? We've got, of course, Kordofan that we could take relatively easily. As a claim of County Ilela, okay. So we could declare a war here for claims. We could just do the county. Duchy, we are not there, not even close. Chiefess bears claims. Yeah, so that is a war that we could do. Buk as well. And we would have a slight advantage there. Now let's look at Alwa. Alwa, we could declare a war here and push the same claims, really. And bring those claims and bring that into the fold. So I think the first area we need to look at is Kordofan and bringing them in. Or do we go for Alwa? We're all the same house. Militarily, let's take a look here real quick again. Alwa would be too strong. What about Elodia? Declare war here and take that county for ours. That may not be a bad play. You know, right now things are a little yeah, Wahida can marry. That's great. We can usurp the High Chiefdom of Elodia title. We can usurp this. When usurped, we gain 300. It'll cost us 250 gold as well. So there are a few things we could do. We're second in line for Elodia, Alwa, and Aruzi. Third in line for East Darfur. So there are a few different options that we could pursue. We currently have no alliances that we can form at all. Our mother needs to get married. Is there any alliance we can get there? No relevance. So we will marry her to our champion. I think that would be good. Our champion will marry her. We'll get that proposal done. Bring him closer into the fold as we speak. But be that as it may, we are in a very, very tight position here. We have a faction created against us. Okay, so those are... it's to be expected. Shovak, they're way too powerful. We really need to rebuild a lot now in the meantime. We are leaning towards learning, of course. Not going to be able to produce an heir. We cannot die. This is very, very tight. But I think first off, we're going to go after Kordofan here. We'll declare this war. He'll get 1,012. What we will also do is actually, since we have the money, let's look at a mercenary troop nearby. The Ethiopian band of Gosham. It's all very expensive. But this will boost us significantly. So we'll bring those guys in. And we will now, at Kordofan, we will declare war. And Buk's claims we cannot declare the war for any of this. Of course, we spent the necessary prestige. Anger management. My vassal, Chieftain Kalge, is getting on my nerves. Next we meet will be nice. We'll just do that for right now. Decision time. can meet our peers. Oh, we haven't done this one yet. This could be interesting. Let's do that, because we haven't been a child. Let's meet our peers. You meet your peers at Kordofan. May increase your vassal's opinion of you and reduces stress. Send out those invitations. The good thing is prestige will grow. Let's meet our peers. This is a new feature with the new Azure patch that we haven't really been able to mess around with yet. Everyone is here. As all the small lords and ladies are ushered into the room, I feel myself grow giddier and giddier. I am thrilled that my vassal chieftain Azil and my vassal chieftain Kalge could both make it. Not to mention Chrysanthos, the son of my vassal Countess Asli. Welcome. All right, reading companion. I brought a small book with me, as I usually do. My kinswoman Audine finds me just as I am sitting down to read a few pages. Oh, is that the perfect state? I recently read it. What are your opinion on the prose? This will be a good discussion. So Darfur, so there's no more Alodia. Interesting. Here we could just go for the county and gain Al-Fashir, which is something we really need to do. Brave champions. Chrysanthos, the son of my vassal Countess Asli, and I are watching the champions train in the courtyard when my vassal chieftain Shuaib approach us with a smile. What do you say, children? Think you can handle the basics? Yes. Well, it's not really much of a prowess person. Let's see. She is curious, humble, paranoid, reclusive. I think I'll just watch you train. All right, but Darfur, this is one we really, really want. So, climbing. Chasky, the son of Chieftain Miagwe of Khmer, has climbed the highest boulder around and is gesturing enthusiastically for me to follow. It wouldn't be the first boulder I climb, but it looks like a long way up. I won't back down. No, I think I'll stay down here. What is she? She's curious. Hey, she's curious, so we'll go that way. So prowess increased by 1. So, I wanted to clear a war on Darfur. The good thing is here, we just need to conquer the county, and it will be ours. We have the prestige. So what we're going to do here is actually we're going to move our rally point to right over here. And now declare this war for the county. Don't even need anybody but my own troops leading it. All right, our troops have gathered and we will now meet them in battle. And we will win this one decidedly. End of fun. It was good to forget all responsibilities for a while, spend time with other children, but I am told I have to return to my duties now. We all had so much fun. Hopefully we can do this again soon. Until next time, we gain 150 prestige. Very nice. So 488. We'll then have the 500 to press the other claims relatively soon. I'm not worried about that, but I would really like to get this. So the faction is disbanded. But I would like to get this because this, remember, this is the area that our forefathers could not capture. It was always something in the way, and well, now it will be ours in just about 7 months. And we are just about there, and we have done it now. Now, I could, ransom people, but instead I just want to enforce the demands and take it all. Take it all. It is now ours. Something that we're being raided. So let's actually send our troops back here. See if we can catch those raiders at some point. But a land that the great-grandfather and the great-great-grandfather could not get, we have now been able to. All right, these are our direct neighbors. Will we get there in time? We will, maybe. I do want to kill them and show them our might and force. We will have a battle here in 22 days. We want to teach these raiders a lesson in humility. The Battle of Shat. Shot. Sha'at? Shatat? Our champion wounded Dahab. And now we have killed them, and our glory is widely known. We can disband all of our troops, and the victory is ours. So Kordofan will be next, but now, here's the thing. With El Fasher in our grasp, we have a holy site. That is right, that is right. Let's take a quick look, actually, at faiths. So that Coptic has moved in all of these areas. So now it is time to start converting the faith. And we are going to start all the way out here. And go back to realm. That's going to take a while to work on converting the faith. But we will start converting everyone who went Coptic back to Kushite. But one of those is now in our grasp. In fact, if we look at holy sites, we now hold 2 Coptic, or Kushites, sorry, holy sites. We're not too far away that we could reform the faith eventually. But I think this is a good place to end today's episode. We have a new leader. We finally captured El Fasher, something that we've been wanting to do since the beginning of this series. Next up, we will turn our eyes to both Alwa and Kordofan, as we definitely have the prestige to possibly take on one or both. I think Kordofan would be the easier target initially. Let me know your thoughts down below as we continue on with Kimzir in the next episode of the Kingdom of Kush. So until then, I'm Royal Builder Guy, and I will talk to you soon.